Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Garage Box, I think number 5. I've lost count. The last one we did was really fun, though. There was some fun stuff in there, good stuff, and desirable stuff, right? So that's good. This one feels really light, so I think this one might be a lot shorter than that video was. And I'm peeking inside. Yeah, this one's gonna be really short because this is just mostly a bunch of loose stuff. On top, oh no, there's some figures in here. Okay, we got a Batman Batgirl figure. Evil Hulk is gonna dig these. These are authentic Double J Jeff Jarrett. I think it even says Slapnuts on the side. WCW Slapnuts. I don't even know what these are. Visor shades. They make everything yellow. I can't see anything without my glasses. This was the height of cool in, I don't know, 99 or 2000. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's got a little double J on there, too. JEFFJARRET, right? That was the original Jeff Jarrett slogan. Anyway, that's nothing. It's fun for me. Couple of vintage Goldberg stickers. These came out of a oh man, you kids don't even know. Well, they're still around, right? They're still around. You used to put like 50 cents into a machine and you'd shove the slider in with the quarters, and then when you pulled back, the little cardboard thing would pop out and inside there'd be the stickers. I think those are still around, right? Oh, here's more. Oh, here's a whole like bunch of them. I got NWO, Hollywood Hogan, a couple of those, Kevin Nash. These are Hall of Famers. They got the Macho Man. That's a good one. The Stinger. Look at these. These are awesome. They're all like foil and hologram. These are so 90s. Different Stinger. I got Lex Luger. And I think that's Buff. No, who is that? Oh, that's I think that's Masahiro Chono, actually. He's got up there. And another Goldberg. As far as I know, I know that there's like collectors of this stuff, but I don't think there's any value to it. I'm gonna pull these two items out right now. This is what appears to be a fairly good set of WCW trading cards, and this appears to be a fairly good set of WWF trading cards. Might be something to those. I don't think the WCW one so much, because this it looks like there's multiple sets in here. You can see the different coloring as it goes down, and I see Spice, the Nitro Girl, on the back. So she was a child when this picture was taken, and only slightly more than a child when that picture was taken. But these yellow cards are everywhere. These things must have been printed by like the million, because everybody has them. But I don't see the WWF ones very often. So these are copyright 1990. This looks like it might be a whole set too. Maybe. We'll see. There might be something to that. Take a look. Probably not, but maybe. It's nothing. Okay. This is going to go everywhere. Let's try to see some more wrestling stickers. These are Happy Meal boxes. There's Masters of the Universe on one side. This is from that Cartoon Network show we talked about in the last video. And then on the other side, there's Bratz, the original Bratz. So this is when, I don't even know, maybe they still do this, but this was when McDonald's had a boy toy and a girl toy. Here's a vintage DDP koozie. We're going to use that. I'm going to put my soda. Oh, no, it doesn't fit. I guess this is for a beer bottle, because the 12-ounce can doesn't fit. Okay. This is a little Gonzo gimmick. He's got a hole in his butt, so I think this was probably either on a pen or on a like a candy peppermint stick is what I was trying to say. Oh, here's Here's the alien that goes to that gray claw we found a couple boxes ago. Let's see if you can see it when you. Oh, he's seen better days. When you squeeze him, his eyes bug out. I think this is from Burger King. Yeah, Burger King. There we have. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's a McDonald's toy. It's Orko from Masters of the Universe. We got Ram Man from Masters of the Universe. Some of those things can be pretty sought after, the McDonald's toys. We've got Man at Arms. Can't really see him from Masters of the Universe. I have a Return of Superman, or no, Superman Returns rather, trading card, Brandon Routh. It's all banged up, whatever. Oh, this is the collector's watch that came with Back to the Future on DVD, the collector's edition. We never thought we'd see Back to the Future on DVD, and it's just a shitty watch. The watch is nothing. And then the band is only slightly more than nothing. I think this was a Best Buy exclusive, I believe. But we never thought we would see Back to the Future on DVD. It had been rumored forever. And so when it finally came out, there was a rush. You had to go get it. And then, of course, they re-released it 8 times. I own the DVD set. I own a Blu-ray set. I own the collector's edition Blu-ray set that had the light-up flux capacitor box on it. And then I have the first movie, a second copy on DVD, because they released a second special edition before the Blu-ray of the movies individually, and it had different special features, and it had the video from the Universal Studios ride, which at that time had been decommissioned and replaced with the Simpsons ride. So I own 8 copies on DVD. Here is a Marvin the Martian, again with the I'm confident this had a sucker in it. Oh yeah, it even says finger puppet on a candy treat. I mean, they're kind of cool. They're just little Beanie Baby kind of things. And then this looks like a collection of keychains. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I still have this. Hold on. How do I get into this? Oh, Lord, baby Jesus. The DDP bottle opener. Let's see if you can see it. Holy smokes. This thing, man, this was on so many sets of car keys. That's awesome. The Goldberg tattoo gimmick, same thing. I think that's all of relevance here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know where this came. Oh, I don't know where this came from. I'm sure I ordered it. I probably got it from WCW.com. Little DDP big head pin kind of thing. Let's see, Superman keychain. I got a little Mickey Mouse pin. It's kind of cool. It's it's a whole. You won't be able to see it, but it's like a whole figure. Kind of cool. Is this a Mariners? No, this is a BP. Oh, it is a Mariners. Mariners keychain. Marvin the Martian keychain. A couple of Hawaii keychains that my dad probably brought back for me. Okay. Little tchotchkes. I'm stoked about that. I was just talking about this DDP keychain the other day. I assumed it was lost to time, so I'm actually kind of excited to found that. Here's another one of those sticker gimmicks that we talked about 9 videos ago. Okay. Ooh, we have another DDP keychain. It still works! It's DDP in the ring. That is awesome. That's going on my desk. I'm so happy to find that. That's awesome. This is just an empty card box. Another McDonald's figure. He-Man. It's is it? Well, this says Battle Cat, but I think Cringer was his name when he wasn't Battle Cat. So there's another one of those. So there's actually 4 or 5 of those. We got a cool lanyard. I'll give this to Taryn. She can use it at school. Is it Breakaway? Well, not quite, but she could probably use it. Just a little. This probably came from Hot Topic. This might have been one of the first times I ever walked into a Hot Topic, because there was that period where they when they moved away from just goth and punk and alternative music and started going into kind of niche stuff, bit more generalized niche stuff like nerdy T-shirts and stuff. This probably came from there right around the time they were making that transition. Okay, there it is. Oh, I knew I had it. Okay, we talked about in the last video. There's some figures that are worth some money. I see one of them. From the new 52 line, Booster Gold. No, not from the new 52. This is from 52 Countdown. Booster Gold, and it's the old style Booster Gold. I think I have another one of these where he doesn't have the collar, because I think they did 2 versions of this. So this is like his 80s style costume. Booster Gold is such a fun character. Such a fun character. His origin is that he was like a star football player in the future, and he got hurt. Actually, come to think of it, he has a very similar origin story to the Reverse Flash. Anyway, he ends up stealing like a flight ring and a suit or something. I think maybe now I'm confused if I'm mixing up their stories. But anyway, he goes back in time to be a superhero. That's a fun one. We have Parallax from the Green Lantern series. This is when Hal Jordan was evil. Unfortunately, the box is a little bit of damage in the back here. I mean, that's just gonna happen. It's kind of hard to keep these things minty fresh, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't have any idea on the value of those at all. This is cool. This is like the second or third generation of the Mattel figures, but I don't know if you can see it, but the S here on his chest, it's like chromed out. It's not metal, but it's like chromed out, so it's shiny. But Steel is that's a cool character. He was one of the replacement Superman when Superman died. Yeah, I have no idea on this, so we're going to have to look these up. I actually don't have any idea on any of these because these have not come up in my general searches. This one, on the other hand, which has a sticker on it, you can see I paid $17 for it. This one, I'll double check, but I want to say this one was like $100, $125 when I saw it when we were looking earlier. So, which is funny because the paint job on it's not great, but it is a super cool figure. Again, one of the replacement Supermen. I think I have Superboy. Where's my finger at? I think I have Superboy. I'm not sure if I have the Eradicator. Not the Eradicator, sorry, the Cyborg. I'm not sure if I have that one, but that one was going for a lot too. I saw a couple of those listed. Sold, actually. This is all beat up. Here's, oh wow, this is actually kind of fun. This box is failing. This is from Superman Returns. So that, my friends, is Kevin Spacey action figure. I have to imagine that this is the only Kevin Spacey action figure. I can't think of anything else that he's been in where he would have an action figure. So, his recent issues notwithstanding, I'm a huge Kevin Spacey fan. And obviously, nobody liked the movie. I actually didn't mind the movie. I thought it was really fun. And given that it was like supposed to be a sequel to Superman 2, I thought it like sort of accomplished what it set out to do. So I'm alright with that. It looks like I have a couple of these from the movie. Here's another. So I lied. He's got another Lex Luthor figure. And it looks like another. Apparently, I just bought all the Kevin Spaceys. Another Lex Luthor. Okay, I think that's it on those. I'm trying to make some piles here. This is from the Green Lantern series, but there is a Cyborg Superman. So this is kind of funny because basically by this point in time, they had unofficially disregarded his origin story. They had kind of phased it out because this is what? This storyline was 2000 and... What's the date on these figures? It's so weird that they don't put copyright dates anymore. Just says all rights reserved. These had to have come out in the early, I would say mid 2000s. I would say around 2000, between 2005 and 2010, somewhere around there. So at that point, the death of Superman was 20 years old, right? No, 10 years old. I can't math. Well, anyway, they had started to phase out the origin story by then, so he looks all different and stuff. Oh, we got another Green Arrow. This is from the Identity Crisis story, which is what led up to all of that 52 stuff and everything else. It was a great story, actually. It was really cool, but they kind of drug it out and went back to the well too many times. Some more WCW stickers. I got DDP a couple times here. I've got It's the Big Slow. I got the Giant, aka the Big Show. And for some reason, we have a WWF sticker, and it's Deborah in a bikini. Okay. Deborah McMichaels. Nay Deborah Williams when she married Steve Austin. Nay whatever other name she went by. What we got here? Okay, this is from The Dark Knight. This does not look like Heath Ledger at all. But we got a Joker figure from The Dark Knight. Hero Zone. Boy, this box has seen better days too. Like, you can tell that they knew these boxes were garbage. They preemptively taped up the back. I've noticed this on a lot of these figures where they kind of did this, like, I don't even know if you can see it. The plastic part of the card isn't like glued. It's not glued at the edge, so it wraps around the back, and they almost universally taped them up as well. And so you just know they could tell that wasn't going to last. Kind of a cool figure, though. His briefcase has a bunch of weapons that pop out of it, apparently. So it's kind of a cool figure. I don't know. I dig it. Couple more items. Here's from the Smallville line, Green Arrow. This might actually be worth something. Some of these Smallville figures, they didn't make that many of them, and they were kind of slow sellers. And then a couple years later, they became super popular. So this might be... It's a cool figure. What is his name? His real name? The actor? Justin Hartley, I think. And I forget. He went on to do something popular. I can't remember. I don't remember. All right, one more figure in here. This is another version of Doomsday. If you haven't figured it out by now, The Death and Return of Superman is my all-time favorite story. It was very influential to me as a child for a lot of reasons. This is from the cartoon movie they did that was not very good at all. They've done a better... I guess they've done a better one since then. I haven't actually seen it yet. It's on my Netflix list. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to that, but it's, kind of a cool figure. It's not the worst Doomsday that they've put out, that's for sure. All right, there's a couple of loose items down here. I've got a Masters of the Universe sticker. This probably came in the box that those He-Man figures came in from the previous video. Oh, what do we got here? We got some more stickers, a couple more DDPs, and another Giant. Huge DDP fan, as we've discussed. Okay, oh, what do we got? Another Giant sticker. This is actually, I wonder. This is a Toys R Us keychain. And what it does is just... This was always hard. It just pops apart like this. This was my mom's when she worked at Toys R Us. She was a store manager, and I think this was like their holiday bonus, honestly. I don't know. With Toys R Us gone, there might be something to that. We'll have to look that up. What else we got here? I have a vintage... You're not going to be able to see this, but it's a vintage Nicktoons keychain. You got the iconic green... Well, they're just like slime bubbles in there. But there's little gimmicks floating around. Let's see. What do we got? I see Roundhouse. I see... Is that Stimpy? Yep, I see Stimpy. I see Campfire, which is Are You Afraid of the Dark, which I guess is coming back, apparently. I'm going to guess Clarissa Explains It All would be the other one. Yeah, there's Ren. It says Snick. There's Stars and Moons. There's a... Trying to... Hold on. There's like this... All these are on the same chain, so I'm trying to not send them flying. I'm trying to get this mixed up so I can see it. They're all kind of stuck together. I don't know. I'm sure somewhere in here it says Clarissa Explains It All. I do see the orange couch, which was also on this other bit. That was their other logo at the time. What do we got here? We have a Jurassic Park keychain. This either came from my mom when the movie came out, because they got a lot of... One of these boxes is going to have a bunch of pins. I used to collect pins. And back in the day when a movie... It was a big deal for a movie to come out on DVD, on VHS, because those of us who are old enough to remember, they used to advertise price to own, which meant that it was affordable. You could buy the movie for like $20. And this is at a time when minimum wage was $5, so... Today would be the equivalent of a movie being like $60, now that I think about it. But a lot of movies, when they came out on VHS, they were actually $100 or more when they first came out, and you'd have to wait years for it to drop down. But when it would be in stores at like a Toys R Us, they'd get, advertising pins and things like that to wear, their flair, right? To go on their aprons. So this might have been a part of that. Cyberdyne keychain. This came from Universal Studios Florida. The Terminator 2 show, which was awesome. Super cool. And then I got, the faded Simpsons keychain. And that's it. That's in the box. So let's make some room here and we'll see what we got. Okay, Identity Crisis Green Arrow. I could not find a proper listing for him. There is a loose figure for $1. And then there's a set of 9 figures for $50. And that seems to more or less hold up. They range from $5 to $10. So that's all that is right there. Destructo Case Joker is basically worthless, a couple of bucks. Cyborg Superman. Here's an interesting one. There's actually been a lot of them sold, but they've all been loose. So that usually is a good indication that there aren't that many sealed, or at least not that many available. And he looks like he goes for $30 to $40. Well, and the one that sold for $30 was on an auction back in July. So that has as much to do with kind of getting lucky as anything else. There was a buy it now a couple weeks ago for $40. So I would say about $40 on him. Okay, Eradicator. Looks like he goes for about $50. It was the Cyborg Superman version of this that I think I have. I'm pretty sure I do. That was going for quite a bit more. This Super Sweet Steel goes for about $40. Okay, Green Lantern Parallax figure is all over the place. There's been a lot of loose figures sold, and they sell for around $20 to $25. There's only been a couple of in-package figures sold, and they're anywhere from like $25 to $40, or even less for some reason on this one. I don't know why, but well, I took it. Somebody made him an offer and he took it, I guess. So who knows? When with the offers, you never really know. Did somebody just take a stab in the dark and he was like, great, I want it gone? Or is that offer price what, kind of the going rate for it? It's really hard to tell with those. You never really know. Anyway, I'm going to say $30 being fair. Maybe combine them with the Cyborg Superman for $40 and maybe sell them both for $60, maybe. All right, this Booster Gold is all over the place. I don't know, like $10 basically. I'm a little sad too. I see another Booster Gold that I have that's part of that DC Universe series, the Mattel ones. And it looks like it's around $10 too, or it was 3 months ago. Okay, Batman Batgirl 2-pack. This goes for about $40. Okay, Smallville Green Arrow. There have been 2 sold in the U.S. Well, actually 3. We'll say 3. The first one was opened. It was listed for $55. They took best offer. The second was August 9th. I say second, reverse chronological. Was listed for $70. And it's, at least in the picture, it's open. They took best offer. July 27th, there was this combined with the corresponding Aquaman figure listed for 80. They took best offer. By itself, it sold in the UK for what I'm assuming is the converted equivalent of $50 a couple weeks ago. And that's it. That is all. There are no other sold auctions on this figure, which kind of surprises me. Well, I was going to say it surprises me because they're so popular, but also not surprising because, like I said earlier, they didn't make a lot of them apparently. As far as asking prices, there's one for sale for $75 with 17 people watching. So I bet if I put this up for like 65 or 70, they'd probably snatch it up. This thing is heavy. Superman, Doomsday, the Doomsday figure. Again, kind of a weird problem is that there's so many of them. Sorry, not so many of these. So many Doomsday figures. It's kind of hard. Oh, is that the same one? Okay, well here's a listing. Well, this is an asking price for $60. Let me see. Let's see if any of them have sold. Okay, there was a sale on this figure 3 weeks ago for $33. Okay, surprisingly, the Lex Luthors aren't worth less. They're not worth much. They're worth about $10 a piece, maybe. So okay, sure. I would probably have to sell. I'd have to probably try to sell all of them, to be honest. Like together, it's almost not worth it at $10 a piece. All right, just for shits and giggles, I looked up the WWF cards. What's interesting is that some of the cards have sold for like $1 a piece. Like quite a few of them. You know, so I'm thinking, okay, well, if there's 145 cards in the set, that ain't bad, right? But then a whole set. Well, I don't know if it's a whole set. It says lot of 100 sold for $5. 41 random WCW cards for $6. Oh man, 19 unopened 1999 tops WCW Nitro trading cards, which there are a bunch of those in that WCW box. Those were really cool. $5.50 for 19 unopened packs. I would have bought that. I'm not gonna lie, I would have bought that. Oh my god, there's a Viewmaster WWF Superstars Viewmaster reel. This is awesome. Okay, anyway, yeah, I don't know, like $5, I guess. I also looked up the WCW stickers out of the vending machines. Minnie's barking at something, probably a deer. Out of the vending machines, and it looks like they go for like $3 a pop. Yeah, pretty consistently $3 a piece, which is, you could stick these in an envelope, number one, to ship them. What did I say, 30? Probably 20-30 bucks being conservative. I don't think it's like $60. I don't think you'd get 60 for them. I have a bunch of duplicates here. It's not like there's the whole set. But man, like $30 for a bunch of stickers. That's crazy. Oh, let's look up I don't think these were in the last video. These McDonald's toys were in the last video, I think. Right? They weren't in this box. Or were they? I've already forgotten. I'm doing these back to back. Let's look these up. Ram Man sold recently for about $6 plus $5 shipping. A lot of these are being sold like in sets, so it's hard to kind of determine. Battle Cat about $8. Orko about $6. I am not finding a single Man at Arms. He's part of like lots. From the looks of things, my best bet, and I have the box. Looks like the Happy Meal box that I showed you by itself has been selling for $4. I got 2 of them sitting there. So 4, 8, let's say 10, 15, 25. I bet $25 for the whole lot. Yeah, I would say $25 for the whole lot. That ain't bad. Alright guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I certainly enjoyed going through it. I haven't seen this stuff in at least 10 years at this point. I would say close to 10 years for sure. It's all been boxed up sitting in a garage, multiple garages at this point. So we did pretty good. We had some kind of big hits in there. We got the Smallville Green Lantern at $70 approximately, and a bunch of other items right around $30, $40, $50. So those are usually pretty easy to move when they're right around that $40, $50 price range when it comes to the figures. So that's a good sign. I also liked that there weren't a ton of them up for sale and there weren't a ton of them having been sold. So that should bode well. As long as I come in underneath whatever the sort of common price is, we should be able to move those pretty quick. So we have a lot of work to do. We got to take some pictures and get these things listed and get them out of here, because my office is getting worse every day. I need to get some stuff moved out of here. Stat. You feel me? Appreciate your support. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the series. Let me know what you think of some of the things we pulled out. Is there anything in here that you really liked? Appreciate you guys rocking with me, and we'll see you next time.